Friday and Saturday, 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. Pick up sliced Steets and Watson's Deli Meat, freshly made Italian bread, and Lewis Dairy Milk.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
All right, excuse me, guys. Got to take another sip of my Godiva. My Godiva coffee. Oh, yes, and I got a lot left. This is like...
there gold flakes in there?
Mm-hmm.
Sprinkled with gold.
Gold chocolate flakes. Man, it tastes just like a cup of melted chocolate. I don't even need cream.
Goodness.
So.
It smells good.
The whole bottom of our house smells like chocolate.
A chocolate factory.
We can smell it upstairs. It's unbelievable. All right, so a lot of stuff to get into this morning. The people we're talking about. Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
She's worth around $900 million, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, a friend of hers needed help. So wouldn't you think that she would just pay it, right? $900 million? Well, apparently she's getting dragged right now. Kylie's former makeup artist got into a major car accident recently. He suffered some serious brain injuries and has huge medical bills.
Okay.
Immense medical bills is how they're describing it, with plenty more on the way. So, again, wouldn't you think she's worth $900 million? Well, she set up a GoFundMe.
Okay,
and
but
she
is this going to be like long term?
She donated $5,000.
Okay.
And then asked others to donate.
Mm-hmm.
And now people are like having a fit. $900 million. Why didn't you pay for it? Or at least pay more than $5,000?
Jeez.
Now, the original goal of the GoFundMe was $10,000. But it's now raised upwards of $100,000.
Well, I bet she put her name behind it. She asked people to help, so they will come out and support.
But the debate is over whether Kylie is a hero for helping, get those donations, or selfish for not ponying up a lot more herself, which she could easily afford.
But who are we to say how much
she
should or shouldn't donate? Or
You're right. I agree.
I mean, we can't look at it like, oh, she has money, she's got it. Like, that's her responsibility.
Well, that's what people were doing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Will Smith went through it. Jada went through it. Even Meek, when he bought water off of the kids that were doing a little small fundraiser on the corner.
I remember that.
And he gave him $20 for one bottle of water, and he got, dogged for it.
Yeah.
So you can't make anybody happy.
No, you can't. I say she did a good deed.
I mean, she definitely did a good deed. If you want to say, oh, well, she's got it, she could have given more, everybody's going to have their opinion. But maybe she did it because of the extensive injuries. It is going to be long term. They're going to need money, continuing to help pay for it.
Yeah.
So
I applaud Kylie. I think she did a good thing.
I don't want to say.
And donated $5,000. That's a lot.
Take care of all of it.
Yeah. I hate when people try to pry into your finances thinking they know.
Right. Now, I mean, initially you go like, oh gosh, she's got it. Well, how about hook somebody up? That's your best friend kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
No, I get that. But I do know that they go after celebrities hard.
Yeah, you have no idea. You have no idea.
And
get out of her personal.
Will and Jada came out and they made a statement and they said that they had to learn how to say no.
Yeah.
Because they had everyone constantly coming to
them. I know, because everybody would.
You got it. I need help. Can you help so-and-so? They were always saying yes, and giving. They had to learn how to say no and just take care of their own. Invest in their own family.
You're right.
So it's hard, though. It's hard.
Say less. Say less.
Wow.
So, we were talking about the NCAA. This isn't another story I have, but we were talking about the NCAA.
Yes.
Laugh it up about Carl's bracket. All 4 of his Final Four teams are still in it.
Is he still talking?
And we'll get into it coming up. But all 4.
I love you, Carl.
All 4 are still in there.
But don't forget who the commissioner is.
Yeah, the cheater. Don't forget who can alter the brackets. Tiger Woods. We got a Tiger Woods update. Police believe Tiger Woods didn't hit the brakes when he lost control of his car last month. In fact, he may have even taken his foot off the gas. This is based on investigations of the crash scene, Tiger's SUV, and data from the vehicle's black box. This suggests that Tiger may have lost consciousness just before the crash. At the time, police said there was no evidence that he was driving impaired, but they never tested him.
Oh, okay.
And that's according to TMZ. So they don't know whether he passed out or what the deal was. I don't know.
He could have gotten I don't know. If you're traveling at a high rate of speed, you hit the wrong. What if he kept hitting the gas, thinking he was hitting the brake?
Who knows? Or he just never took his foot off the. They say it could have been where he never took his foot off the gas.
Just wrecked.
Yeah. So did he pass out? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
They're saying it could. The evidence is leaning towards suggesting
Thank
that.
God that he made it out.
Yeah.
That's a miracle.
That's a tough man. I can tell you that.
It's a miracle.
LeBron James left the LA Lakers game last night against the Atlanta Hawks on Saturday after suffering a high ankle sprain. It happened soon after Solomon Hill fell on his ankle while trying to steal the ball. LeBron was able to stand on his own, and he limped back to the bench. When you see the NBA players limping back, you know it's never a good sign.
Right.
He was even able to briefly re-enter. He hit a 3. That gave him 10 points for the game. And that extended his streak of 1,036 games, scoring at least 10. He probably asked to go back in to see if I could, break this. But when he left after that, he didn't return. The Lakers says he's out indefinitely. So that's no good.
No, that is not good.
LeBron tweeted that he hopes to be back soon, but they say he's out indefinitely. So we'll definitely keep you up to date on that. I'm sure you guys were probably watching March Madness last night.
Yes.
I tried to flip over to the NBA for a couple minutes, saw a little bit of the Brooklyn game. The Nets are just unbelievable. And then...
So they are that good?
Yeah. And then Beard, unbelievable. And then we turned back, Kyrie Irving, all of them.
Yeah.
And then we turned back to... And Russell Westbrook was on the Wizards. We watched, and I thought the Wizards were going to give him a little more of a game.
Terrible?
No, not terrible.
All right.
But it's the Nets.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable. So I want to watch some of the Sixers game. I'm sure you said they won in overtime.
They did by 1.
By 1. That's like a March Madness score.
By 1.
But we flipped back to March. They played the Knicks last night, but we flipped back to March Madness. So, and down went Florida last night. The Almighty. Miss Doubtfire. Are you a fan of Miss Doubtfire?
Of course.
I grew up on Miss Doubtfire. Well, there's a rumor that surfaced last week that Robin Williams did so many alternate takes during the filming of Miss Doubtfire that they could have made it R-rated or an NC-17 rated movie.
So are we going to get to see?
Well, according to the director, Charles Columbus, there's not an NC-17 version, but they could maybe come out with like an R-rated cut. Or at least come out with like a bunch of takes.
I would watch
and release them. So there you go.
I would.
Now, speaking of old school, are you a fan of Ace Ventura?
Oh yes.
Yeah, we are. I'm
yes.
I'm not a fan of Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. I was never a fan of that one.
No.
The original, you can't beat
the humor.
I don't.
It's like off.
I never even was in it. I don't know. Maybe because it was like all animal. I don't know. It was like in the jungle. I don't know. I was never a fan of the nature one. We were a fan of the original. That's the only one in my book. But anyway.
No, I like him. He's funny.
Looks like Jim Carrey, again, all these old movies are coming back.
Yeah.
Coming to America just got released. They're coming out. I saw, and I don't know if they're going to do anything with it, but on one of the Facebook pages that I follow, 80s and 90s, they had a Mighty Ducks reunion with Emilio Estevez and the team. I don't know if that's anything, but they brought back The Saved by the Bell. They brought back Full House. They're bringing back all these old shows. Well, apparently Ace Ventura 3 is in the works.
Really?
Yeah, the studio behind it says during COVID, audiences have been in love and thrilled, bringing back old, shows and stuff.
Okay.
And Ace Ventura 3 is in the works. Ace Ventura Pet Detective came out in 1994. Ace Ventura When Nature Calls in 95, which I don't think was that great, but whatever.
I was here looking and trying to see.
There was a reboot in 2009 called Ace Ventura Junior Pet Detective. Never watched it, never interested. But they're talking about him coming, like Jim Carrey coming back. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Might be all right, actually.
So, we'll see.
I would watch it.
Also,
I would.
Let's keep talking about old shows. How about Family Matters?
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, people watched a lot of TV during the pandemic, but Family Matters, the old show, old school, was huge.
During the pandemic?
During the pandemic.
People were
people
watching?
were home. Yep.
Wow.
And Steve Urkel. That's what we're talking about.
They probably wanted to.
Viewership was up 392% in 2020.
Wow.
With over 11.3 billion minutes watched.
I like it.
Hugely popular.
I like it.
People who never even seen the show before.
You want to go back. You want to go back and have that feeling and bring back those memories.
Did I do that?
Nostalgic.
You know what else was up? George Lopez.
Oh, I have not watched that in a while.
They were up 113%, 11 billion.
I always liked him.
Yeah. Now, Friends was picked up by what streaming? Was that Netflix? Friends was picked up?
Friends? I don't know.
I don't know what stream. Well, anyway, that was up 97 billion
They
minutes.
always do well.
The Bernie Mac show was up 71%. Roseanne up 70%. The Andy Griffith show, if you want to go real way back,
That's real old school.
that was up 29%. So there you go.
Wow, okay.
So,
I like it all.
and what show are you most likely to binge watch based on your sign? What are you, Jess? You're a
Gemini.
A Gemini. You're most likely to binge watch Search Party on HBO Max, and I'm a Leo, Shrill on Hulu. Never heard of either one.
Oh.
But those are the new shows that are out
HBO Max,
that you're most
though.
likely. All right, real quick. March Madness continues. Last half of the second round today. Iowa versus Oregon, 12:10 p.m. on CBS. Gonzaga versus Oklahoma, 2:40. UCLA at Abilene Christian, 5:15 tonight. Creighton versus Ohio, 6:10. Michigan and LSU at 7:10. Florida State versus Colorado, 7:45. Alabama and Maryland tonight. Big game. Let's go, Maryland. 8-4. I think I have Maryland losing tonight, but I'm going to root for them.
Okay.
At 8:45. And Kansas, who I have winning the whole thing at 9:40 tonight, taking on USC.
I hope they continue to move on.
It's the Bill and Jessica show. Go Syracuse, too.
Yes.
They're going to shock the world. I'm telling you, Maryland and Syracuse is going to shock the world. It is the Bill and Jessica show. We are paying your daycare. Here's all the details.
1, 2,